Hey friends, just wanted to share a couple quick thoughts with you. I just finished my first ever Ragnar Relay, which is super exciting, a little tired, but very rewarding. And I had an experience last night that, it's a little bit of an overused, a little bit kind of tried metaphor, but I think it's still incredibly relevant and has a lot of truth to it that I wanted to share with you. You may have heard something similar, but last night I had my second leg and it was in the middle of the night, pitch black, and so you had to run with kind of the headlamp on. And you could only see as far in front of you as the spotlight would basically show. So you didn't really have the perspective on the bigger picture. And I remember at one point I had this realization that I had just been climbing steadily up a pretty significant hill for about a mile. And I didn't realize it going into it because, again, I didn't have that perspective to begin with. I literally was just focusing on, the 5 feet in front of me that I could see based on my headlamp. It was a dark night, it was cloudy, and here's the reality though. All I needed to do was focus on the next steps in front of me, right? And if I kept just moving just as far as the steps in front of me would allow me to go, kind of the light that was shining just in front of me, sure enough, I ended up making it, 6 miles for the course of the entire leg, but even just that mile uphill. And what's interesting is, it was one of my fastest times ever going up that hill for a mile. I mean, literally I ran up that hill just about at the same pace as a normal mile on flat ground because I didn't realize kind of how hard it was supposed to be. I just, again, went as far as it could go. And I think it's so true in business, kind of whatever you're dealing with in life, that oftentimes we get clouded by getting really kind of overwhelmed almost by the bigger picture. Darren Hardy actually just said something recently that struck me. He talks about interviewing so many of the top athletes, Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods, and these people who have achieved greatness in their sports, and he asked them how they stay calm and centered in that big moment when it's time to hit the game-winning shot or lead the game-winning touchdown drive or whatever it is. And they all talk about, they don't think about the outcome, they don't think about their legacy, they don't think about, their names on the front page of the newspaper. They think about the task at hand, a task that they've done thousands and thousands and thousands of times. It's not the crowd, it's not the game-winning drive, it's not we have the chance of winning the championship. It's I need to bounce the ball 3 times, I need to take 2 breaths, I need to do the same rhythm to shoot the foul shot that I've done 1,000 times in the gym. And I think that's so true when we think about what we're doing in business, or if you're trying to get in shape, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to get to the next plateau in your career, or whatever it would be. Just like me running last night, right? I don't need the whole perspective. I just need to know what's next, what that immediate task is right there in front of me. And if I just focus on that, I'll move the ball down the field. I'll be a little bit further along, a little bit further along, and a little bit further along. The next thing you know, I'm at the top of that mile-long hill. Maybe you've achieved that next level of success in your business. Maybe, you got that promotion. Maybe you dropped 20 pounds. Maybe you're running your first marathon, whatever it is. So my encouragement to you today is focus on that task. Focus on what you can control, what you can master, maybe things that you've done thousands of times before. Don't get overwhelmed by the big picture. And you know what? If that next immediate task is something that's a little outside your comfort zone, hey, you need to do it 1,000 times until it becomes second nature, so you can just kind of do and focus on what's right there in front of you as well. So I'm ready to kind of rest and recover and eat a lot of food. So I'm going to let you get back to your beautiful day, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Hopefully you've been empowered. May you go out, may you love life, may you live it, and may you truly thrive.